if Jake's really, really good, I'm probably not going to beat him, right? But I think he's probably not really that good. That's what I think, for real.
Listen, he's a YouTube star. You know, again, like, I don't know, people are like trying to think he's this good boxer. Like, Errol, think about the guys I stood across the cage from. Yep. Douglas Lima, Andre Krishkov, Robbie Lawler, and they only had 4-ounce gloves on, and they could punch me or elbow me or kick me or knee me. Like, they could do whatever the hell they wanted. And then now I have to box this YouTube star with 10-ounce gloves on. Like, it just is not all that concerning to me.
I don't think he's that. Listen, there's a chance. There's a chance he's really good. If he's really, really good, he's going to beat me. I don't think he's really good.
What's your prediction for tomorrow night? How's it going down?
7th round TKO.
And I'm carrying the fucking promotion of this fight. Jake ain't promoting shit. You go look at the fight on TV. Jake's got 50,000 views, and I got 1.2 million. Triller, maybe they can send me a $2 million bonus afterwards. Because the promotion of this fight is squarely on my shoulders. Jake's not doing his job. If I beat Jake Paul's ass, I'm going to be like world famous.
And so, hey, if he's really, really good, if he's genuinely good at boxing, he might beat me. Right? If he's not good, if he's not that great, if he's not a high level guy, he's not going to beat me.
One more thing.
The other thing, I knew, people told me, but I didn't realize until I got so close that hairline's just moving back really quickly.
But I'm happy that he chose me to beat him up.
I mean, have you ever been at that tournament, right? And you see the kid kind of warming up, you're like, damn, he's kind of slick, and you watch him drill and you're like, wow, he's good.
Yes.
And then you see him out there and then all of a sudden he's in the match and it's not going his way, and he just does it, and he's not the same guy anymore, right? Yeah. He's a different guy.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm expecting.
I don't know why people actually think he's a good troll or a good trash talker. I think he's terrible.
He's trying to be intimidating, but it wasn't very intimidating. I mean, I've spent the last decade of my life getting there with guys who are real killers with 4-ounce gloves who could kick me or knee me or elbow me or really do anything they want. So the fact that, he can just punch me, that's pretty easy comparatively.
I think his intelligence level and his maturity level is that of roughly a middle schooler.
I think in his head, he's convinced himself of a narrative that's going to take place. And he has to say things to make himself feel good and stuff. But yeah, very, very little of that was true.
Okay, official prediction.
TKO round 7.
He's not going to know what to do when he gets tired. He's breathing hard, and I haven't fallen over yet.
I'd heard of Jake Paul prior to accepting this fight, but I couldn't have told you a lot about him or his brother. I knew, he kind of came up in his brother's shadow. He was trying to fill his brother's footsteps. His brother is a lot more talented, has a larger following. Those type of things. I would do a homicide on you if I wanted to.
If you get through Jake Paul, what's next in your boxing career? Do you go for the big brother Logan Paul?
Yeah, I mean, 2021 seems like a tremendous year to beat up the whole Paul family.
I stepped in the cage and fought like really high-level fighters for a decade, and they could punch me, they could kick me, they could knee me, they could elbow me, they could choke me. And now I'm fighting a YouTuber, and all he can do is punch me. Like, this is easy compared to that.
He ever whoop your ass when you were the little brother? That was a question, Jake. You're supposed to respond.
I just don't care about your questions.
Okay. So I'll take that as he rubbed your face in the carpet on a weekly basis.
I think Jake probably doesn't have a recognition of what a world-class athlete is really like, and I think he doesn't really realize what he's getting himself into.
How do you see it going? I mean, have you envisioned it?
I think he probably comes out strong, and he's kind of surprised when I won't go away, and maybe even land some big punches. But I wear him out as rounds go on, and then eventually he just decides he's not getting off the stool. That's Mr. Jake Paul. I do accept. I'm going to make a whole bunch of money to beat up a guy who is pretending to be an athlete.
Jake is not going to know how to hold up when the pressure starts building on him. He's not going to know what to do when he gets tired. He's breathing hard, and I haven't fallen over yet. Okay, these other dudes, they just fell over. When I'm still standing there in like round 4, he's not going to know what to do. He's going to panic. There's going to be that moment. What has Jake ever competed at successfully in his life? I think the answer is nothing. And so when he gets in a competitive bout, he is going to panic and shut down, and this is going to be very embarrassing for him.
I'll consider. So you're not confident in yourself?
Well, I told you, if you're really good, I have no illusions that I'm a great boxer. I don't think that, okay? But I don't think you are either.
Jake thinks he's a high-level boxer. I think he's fairly delusional. I guess we'll find out. And I can't promise you it's going to be the prettiest thing you ever saw. Although my face is pretty. My combat sports usually are not. They are unique. They are different. But here's what I can tell you. You will witness the humiliation of Jake Paul. You will witness one man breaking another man's will. And that man, Jake Paul, will give up and be humiliated in front of millions of people live on Triller, April 17th.